Okay, final episode of Chapter 4 of Dark Chronicle. First things first, we're going to upgrade all of our weapons. So the cubic hammer will now become the Digi Hammer. High-tech hammer designed for efficient attack. It needs chill, smash, and exorcism. It also needs 2 specific enemies defeated. So it's now in the same boat as the question shooter. We will then upgrade the Doosack to a Claymore, which gives it Smash 110. It needs Blumo defeated, and the only stat it wants is Exorcism, but that will take some time, because obviously it's only 28 at the moment. And finally, obviously we can't upgrade that, but the Platinum Brassard goes up to Athena's Amulets. Apologies about that. Anyway, yes, we're now to the Athena's Amulet, which needs Flame Cyclone, and needs a Heat Fairy and a Balara defeated. Now, pretty much, these are the weapons we're going to be stuck with for quite a lot of Chapter 4. Chapter 4? No, Chapter 4 is what we're in. Chapter 5. And we're not going to be able to do an awful lot about them. But, they are powerful in their own right. Might even be worth just... yeah. We'll worry about actual stat increases a bit later. For the moment, let's not just go directly there. I shall make sure I've prepared the robot parts. I'm also very determined that I am going to take the photos this time. Let us then go to Ocean's Roar Cave, and the final part of a chapter. Oops, not that bit. Shigura Village.
Phew! We're here! Shigura Village!
Ah, Shigura.
It sure looks like it.
Yes, if you look to your right, you'd find Shigura.
Who knows? Let's try them all one by one.
You must find their elder, I think. And since I can't quite remember which one it's supposed to be, I think we'll talk to this one because it's slightly different colours. Actually, I think we can take photos of them. But apparently... that's not going to get us anywhere just yet, so... let's talk to this one.
I am Baru, the Shigura tribe elder.
Hello, Baru.
We rarely see humans here. What is it you want?
Well, actually, we have a favor to ask.
A favor? What is it?
There's an injured Shigura on the far shore. Human medicine isn't doing any good, so we need some Shigura medicine.
A Shigura? Then it must be one that got separated from my tribe.
Yep, that's right.
So.
I must be getting old if I can't even keep my own tribe together.
I'm surprised nobody would have noticed.
Alright, take this then.
Secret Dragon Remedy.
It should work on our lost Shigura's injuries. Care for him well.
You don't want to go and pick him up?
Thank you, Elder.
Come
It's
on,
literally
let's
the other
hurry
side of
back
the
to
beach.
Pal's place.
Sure thing!
Literally the other side of the beach, but oh well. You want to stay there? Fine, we'll go back. Let's leave the dungeon. And rush back to Pal's house. I'm sure nothing bad will happen in the time it takes us to go and do this. Nothing bad whatsoever. Go to Pal's house. And let's use that medicine we got. Human medicine is rubbish in comparison to Mystic Dragon recipe.
His wounds are healing.
Shingala, you feeling better?
I'd hope so.
Oh, I'm so
there was a
glad.
gash in his
You're
neck.
all better. That tickles. Stop it.
Pao really looks happy.
Yeah.
Sudden change in
What's
the atmosphere.
that? Don't tell me it's...
That would be a battleship. There's only one battleship in this game we have to worry about.
Gaspard!
It's heading towards Shigura Village. Don't tell me they're going to attack.
I'm sure they will. Let's get to the village fast.
Oh man, now we have to go through every
What's
single
going
dungeon
on?
environment again.
You and
Well,
Shingala
no,
go back
but
to your place.
You'd
Not
imagine
to
they would
Shigura
have had
Village.
to.
Huh? What? Just do it. You don't want Shingala to get hurt again, do you?
Okay. Let's go, Monica.
Right.
Thankfully, we can just use the move function, but I'd imagine if you were to do this, you'd have to go through all of these over again. Oops. Shigura Village. Ah, Gaspard. We meet again. And... oh.
Hey, what are the Shigura doing?
Right. I think I remember this one now.
Look, they've got the same devices on as Shingala did.
And we don't have any
They're
electric
being controlled.
fish this time.
That Gaspard! He doesn't stop at anything!
How do you like my new invention, the marionette? Now the Shigura are under my complete control.
Your Igor persona is going downhill with every time we see you. But
So
mind
you're
you,
the one that put that thing on Shingala!
yes.
Huh? Oh, you mean that Shigura calf? Why yes, that was my work as well. I had quite a lot of fun with that one.
You won't get away with this!
Why, you little loudmouth. Just what do you plan to do, eh?
We're surrounded by dragons.
I
There's
think I'll
not
just
a
have
lot.
my Shigura toy with you for a while. How does that grab you?
Okay. Now obviously we, like the last fight, we don't really want to kill these Shigura. But, flying battleship,
Take that. Take that. Yeah.
I might help get hints on this, but I'm fairly certain we don't actually want to harm these. Ah, hold on. Hold on, I see it now. Where are you? You're there.
Take that.
Ah, missed.
Take
Goes
that.
round. Come on. Ow. That wasn't good.
Take that.
Oh, when are you coming back? You're stopped now, you are. Come on, come over.
Take that.
There we go. That's how we deal with this guy.
Take that.
Fortunately, I would kind of wish we were doing this with a weapon that didn't damage them as much. Now what? Good old Flamingo for that. Where are you? See, that's only 39, that's alright.
Take that.
Where are you?
Yeah.
You're over there. almost missed. Come on, he's going to go back around the other way. Not a lot of hit points left, and I missed that. My aim is rubbish. It's almost like my golf aim, actually. There we go. Grab you here.
Take that. Take that.
Right.
Take that.
There we go. He's defeated.
Oh, I can't believe it. You actually beat me.
Well, all you were doing was flying around on top of them. You could have flown a bit higher. And now you no longer have a flying ship.
But why are you...
Because they're nice like that.
You're all worthless. Withdraw.
Yes, sir. And thus another one of your plans fails. Though, mind you, why you weren't shooting at us, I have no idea. Maybe you were planning on using them for something. Either way, you've left Igor behind.
Thank you for saving us.
We're not using the Shigura thing, that shouldn't be working.
Who were those people?
They're the Dark Forces sent by Emperor Griffin.
Emperor Griffin?
That's right. He and his henchmen are trying to undo history. I don't know what he's after exactly. But I do know that if we don't stop him, our world may be destroyed.
Slightly displaced shadow placement there, but oh well.
I see. I had no idea.
Well, it's hard to miss all the human civilizations disappearing off the map.
I truly must
That
be
wouldn't
getting
really be-
old. I should have known what was going on in the world.
Let's say, why would you have a lot of contact with humans? You'd just be... yeah, oh
My
well.
days as the elder of this tribe are coming to an end.
Max! Monica!
Hey, it's Pal.
Hey! Shingala.
You are the one who rescued our stray tribe member?
Oh, no, it's nothing, really.
So, it was you, was it? This child's mother was lost on this trip. Even for the Shigura, an expedition of this kind is never easy. It's a long journey, and we lose many along the way. Sadly, this child's mother was one of them. With his mother gone, I am sure he thought of you as his own parent.
She's very young then.
Oh,
I don't know how to thank you. This child will grow up to be a fine Shigura, thanks to your kindness.
oh, stop it, Shingala.
And in 100 years, he'll probably be the tribe elder. But for now...
Our tribe must return south now.
So this is goodbye.
We must part, for now. Thank you for all you have done. May you have good fortune in your travels. Farewell, all of you.
Okay, well, the Shigura is saved, and therefore, the future has been restored in this era.
Take good care of yourself, Shingala. I know you'll grow up to be a great Shigura. Hey, it's hard for me to say goodbye too, you know? Go on. Off you go.
Aww. He'll be back.
Shingala! I know you'll come back someday. I'll be waiting for you.
Fairly certainly understood that, even without the communication device.
Bye, Shingala. Take care.
So the sea dragon, Shingala, after seeing the kindness of humans, set out on his own journey across the wide seas. Every year from that day, Shingala continued to bring Luna stones to this shore, and when he did, he always looked for Pau. Shingala never for a moment forgot the special days that he spent with Pau. And then, 20 years later, thanks to the biggest load of Luna stones ever, brought by the new Shigura elder Shingala, the world's premier research center, the Lunatic Wisdom Laboratory, was finally completed.
Reading 80 years of mad science. There has been a change in the future. Maybe something will happen. There's been quite a lot of changes in the future, really. I'm going to have to really hunt down some of these chests. Also, you've been quite good in the party, but I'm going to replace you with, Actually, no. For the moment, you stay in the party, because obviously, whatever weapon we upgrade, kind of needs to be, set like that. We also get a weapon for completing this,
You came at a good time. I've just finished my latest creation.
Good. As I was saying, completing this area completely means we get another
Take a
weapon.
look.
I can't remember which it is.
What's that?
But if it's a gun... Oh, that's better.
It's a Nova Cannon. It's a weapon that uses the sun's energy to generate a powerful beam.
And it goes to Steve.
Attach this to your ride pod, and then you'll have nothing to fear.
All right! Thanks, Dr. Osmond!
No problem.
We've acquired the Nova Cannon. Oh, I think that is the weapon we actually get now, that's it. Now, there should be chests, but considering most of the new ones, I think, are in Lab 3 and 4. Might be others. Oh, now the whole facility's been built. So we now have the central lab. Right, this is really going to take some searching for all of these, but there's one. Fruit of Eden. There's another. A ruby, nice. It's quite good that we get gemstones now. There's more over there. We'll grab all the chests and then we'll go and deal with whatever's in there. Oh, there's some more over there. Yeah. I'll have to really hunt down some of these last chests, but for now, we'll just take the ones that are on the outside here. Potato pie. Hopefully there'll be some parfait around. Because I like to keep them balanced. A sapphire. Right. We will search labs 3 and 4 after we're done here, but first let's go inside. Because there haven't been any chests in 3 and 4, so there might be some later. This is the Grand Laboratory.
Just think of what I could make with all this!
This is Lunatic Wisdom Laboratory, the greatest research facility in the world. This is the central lab, the biggest research room of them all.
Hey, I bet they could make something to send us back 10,000 years here!
I bet you're right.
Well, since they already knew that, they might have already done it for us. You never know.
Thanks to you, the lab's been completely restored to its former state.
Yes, it has.
I really appreciate it. Now let me explain my plan for getting you to Griffin 10,000 years in the past.
Really?
100
Sure,
time jumps?
there's nothing this Luna Lab can't do.
Oh, wow!
Ixion, a time-traveling locomotive.
They're gonna upgrade the Blackstone Railroad.
Time and space. When this is finished, you'll be able to travel 10,000 years into the past, where Griffin is.
Amazing! How much longer will it take?
Let's see. Let me check. Dr. Jamming.
It's always a bit odd, Dr. Jamming. Igor! Oh god, I knew it. All the mad scientists around, he had to be him.
Jamming?
What? Now hold on a minute. This is not the same Jamming that attacked you back in the past, okay?
How did you know about
Not
that?
exactly the same anyway. He happens to be his grandson.
Dr. Jamming's grandson?
I'm terribly sorry. It seems my grandfather caused you a lot of trouble. Please accept my apology.
I hate time travel sometimes.
However, without my grandfather's research, I would have never been able to develop the Ixion. My grandfather was researching technology that would allow objects to float on the air using sound. He called this his aeroharmonics flying technology. However, he came to a dead end in his research and became desperate. That's when Gaspard persuaded my grandfather into becoming one of Griffin's servants.
Yeah. So that's the story.
But when he lost that battle to you two, he had a change of heart. He rededicated himself to his research and was able to perfect his aeroharmonics technology.
He perfected aeroharmonics?
Many flying vehicles were developed after that, based on his technology. Of course, the Ixion here takes advantage of the same technology, and by combining it with the space-time control panel I developed. My grandfather has passed away, but before he died, he told me I should use his research for something good and just.
Changing the future is apparently good and just.
I try to carry on his wishes, and I think that by continuing his research, this world can truly be saved.
Dr. Jamming. He was quite a guy.
Yes, he was.
Yes.
He should have been called Igor.
The man he was.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily say.
But that's strange. In the history I know, aeroharmonics technology was never perfected.
Oh dear. We are now doing severe temporal changing.
Our travels must be creating a new history for the world. Do you think that's okay?
Paradox.
Well, I'm still getting the hang of this.
Paradox.
But I'm thinking that maybe history as you know it is not necessarily the one true history.
Huh?
As well as fixing the flow of time that Griffin has disrupted, we've also been able to add new flows to it. And though these have been different from the original flows, maybe they're meant to be the real-world history. Ultimately, you could say that even Griffin himself is playing a necessary part in creating a new, complete history.
Griffin? Necessary? You can't be serious!
Oh, he's making an okay point.
Well, why not?
Doctor, something terrible's happened. The rebel forces in the west are coming under attack from Griffin.
Rebels?
What? Attacked? Get me Elena!
Huh?
Elena?
Elena. Your name, Mother.
Ah, we're finally going to meet Max's
who
mother.
is my mother? And why isn't she with us? Even my own father wouldn't answer my questions. Now
She's
I
100 years
realize
in
that
the
Father
future.
hoped I would find out those answers for myself.
Doctor, this is Elena. We're fighting Griffin's main army over here. If it carries on like this, Griffin will probably attack the Luna Lab too. Be careful.
Mother?
Is that Max?
Yes.
She left me 100 years in the past.
You mean this boy is Elena's...
That's right. Max is Elena's son.
Max, I'm sorry. I'll bet your father never told you what happened to me.
That's right.
Max, we live in different worlds.
What?
It's all right, Max. I'll explain everything. I'll tell you why I couldn't go on living with you. But to explain that, I need to explain what's going on in this world now.
What do you mean by that?
I'm from the future, just like Monica. Our time has changed greatly because of the devastation caused by Emperor Griffin. We couldn't let Griffin get away with it. So the people of our time formed a rebel force to fight against him. But Griffin began to use the power of the stone.
Stone?
One of the fabled Atlamilia stones that possess great powers. Powers that can move the earth and control time. Griffin harnessed that power to rewrite history bit by bit. He turned on people and erased their very existence from history. Atlamilia are strange jewels with a will of their own. They choose their owners themselves. Legend has it that Atlamilia will only choose for their owners people of good heart. We don't know how Griffin has managed to get his hands on one of the Atlamilia. But the fact is, he can use the power of that stone. And for us to be able to fight him, we needed one too. 3 Atlamilia exist in the world. The first is the Sunstone, which Griffin possesses. The other 2 are the Moonstone, which emits a blue light, and the Earthstone, which emits a red light. Griffin tried to increase his powers by gaining possession of the remaining 2 Atlamilia. So we searched for the remaining 2 stones. First, we traced the owner of the Moonstone. That was Monica's father, King Raybrand. At first we thought we could inherit the Atlamilia from King Raybrand to help us in our fight against Griffin. But the stone wouldn't accept any one among us as its owner. And so, in the end, we were unable to get the stone. We guarded King Raybrand so that the stone would not fall into Griffin's hands.
And
we
you
decided
failed.
to protect the person that the stone had chosen from the threat of Griffin. But Griffin was devious, and he assassinated King Raybrand. Griffin didn't get his hands on the stone, though. The stone refused to become Griffin's, and instead chose King Raybrand's daughter, Monica, as its new owner. That's how the second stone came to be Monica's. And so we looked for the last remaining Atlamilia, the Earthstone. But we couldn't find it, because it didn't exist in our time.
Which is odd, because presumably if we waited 100 years, it would then be there, so...
According to the prophecy of the great sage, Crest, the Earthstone existed 115 years in the past. Its owner was a young boy called Gerald. We knew that Griffin would use his powers to travel through time and go back to Gerald's era looking for the stone.
Oddly, Gerald is the one with me at the moment, so...
In order to protect the red Atlamilia, I traveled to Gerald's time, and I made it my job to protect him. But during the time I was with Gerald, I fell in love with him. And then, Max, you were born. The first 5 years of your life went by in a flash. But then I had to return to my own time, because the war against Griffin was intensifying. I said goodbye to you and Gerald, and I returned to my time. I haven't been able to see you since.
My mother is from the future?
That's right, and we're the ones that were chosen by these 2 Atlamilia.
But I was just given this stone by my father.
Yep.
No, not exactly. Your father couldn't even touch it anymore. He must have realized the stone had chosen a new owner. Gerald couldn't touch it himself, but he saw you could play with it without effect. The Atlamilia chose you as its new owner, so Gerald let you have it.
I think that the Atlamilia have reasons for who they choose as their owners. There's probably even a reason why Griffin was chosen.
A reason he was chosen?
That's right.
Like what?
That I don't know. But the stones are guiding people for the sake of something great. I can just feel it. I'm sorry. It looks like we haven't any more time to talk.
Just wait a little longer. If we can recreate Pasnos, we'll have a chance to fight back.
Recreate Pasnos? But how?
Max and Monica will recreate its origin point, of course.
What?
The origin point of Pasnos is a workshop in Heimrada, a village at the foot of Mount Gundor. You'll have to head there. Mount Gundor is a dangerous place. I'm not sure if you...
We'll be fine, Elena. Just leave it to us.
Don't worry, Mother. I'll save you. Just stay here.
So we now have our new plan, although I'd rather you built this
Max.
time machine so we can
Okay.
actually finish things. But
Take care.
Sure.
But
You bet.
Hurry now and set out for your next goal. The volcano Mount Gundor.
A volcano.
A
Oh
huge
dear.
factory, the Gundorado workshop, will be built there in the future.
Using
That's
lava
where the Rebellion
forges.
Army's ace in the hole Pasnos will be built.
Pasnos?
It was the mobile stronghold of our rebel army. Griffin wiped Pasnos out, but if we could bring it back, I bet we can make a counterattack.
Then let's go to Mount Gundor.
It's a good plan. And conveniently, we've rebuilt the bridge.
Hey, Max, Monica!
How's that bridge?
We finished the repairs ages ago, guys!
I'm sure you did.
Then let's head for Mount Gundor.
All right.
So, let us quickly save, and then next time, Chapter 5. Until then.